Next question we are going to study from July 2016 exam question 1. So everyone please give the heading July 2016 exam question 1. July 2016 exam question 1. It is a nice question. We are going to learn lot of things from this question. Now what they mentioned in the question, try to see the scenario here. A camp follower whose mass is how much? Camp follower whose mass is how much? 4 kg. A camp follower whose mass is what? M is equal to what? 4 kilogram, 4 kg. Moves with simple harmonic motion. So here camp follower moves with simple harmonic motion. It is lifted upward 60 mm. So here they have given us a lifted upward. Lifted upward means what? Lift or travel. So here this lift or total travel will become what? What? Lift travel 60 mm. Try to see the scenario. So it means what? So this lift travel 60 mm means what? It becomes 0.06 meter. So from this we will get amplitude of SHM. And what will be the amplitude of SHM? What is the amplitude of SHM? Lift by 2. What is the amplitude of SHM? Lift by 2 or stroke by 2. So lift divided by 2. So it will become what? 0. Try to see the scenario here. 0.03 meter. So 0.06 by 2, 0.03 meter. Then they have given us here periodic time. Periodic time means what? Time period. And time period, how we denoted time period? How we denoted time period? Time period means what? Tau we denoted 0.2 second. They have given us in the question. And from time period what we can calculate? Whenever they have given us a time period, from that time period what we can calculate directly? We can calculate omega. We studied time period means time required for completing one oscillation. So our that imaginary point Q, how much angle covered? That imaginary point Q, if you remember reference circle, try to see the, remember reference circle. In our theory of this chapter we studied reference circle. When, what is meant by time period? Time period means what? Time required for completing one oscillation. Means when our piston goes one from BDC to TDC and again BDC to, again TDC to BDC means what? From this point, suppose this from this point to this point, topmost point, and again coming back to its lowest point. So this is what? A actual motion. But that our imaginary circle, if you remember our imaginary circle, so this imaginary circle, there is, we represent point Q, if you remember that discussion. So how much angle covered by this point Q? The angle covered by this point Q is what? 360 degree. 360 degree means what? In radian, how much? In radian. Radian means what? 2 pi radian. So here, so this omega, angular velocity will be what? What will become this omega? Omega will become what? 2 pi by tau. So when our piston goes from bottommost position BDC to TDC and again coming back to TDC to BDC means one oscillation. So this point Q moves in a one complete circle, and if point Q moves in complete circle, how much angle covered by that point Q? 360 degree. 360 degree means what? In radian, 2 pi radian. Because our, for the calculation of omega we need the value in, so 2 pi by 0.2 second. So omega will become what? Try to see the scenario. So omega will become what? What will omega will become? Try to do the calculation with me everyone. 2 pi divided by what? 0.2. What will be the value of omega will become? 31.416 unit radian per second. Try to see the scenario here. So we will get the value of omega 31.416 radian per second. Now here, so you got the use of time period. From time period we will get the value of omega, because we need omega. Omega is very important thing in simple harmonic motion. Now what they are asking us in the A part, try to see the A part. A part is very simple, not that much difficult. B and C part is little bit difficult, because for B and C part we have to understand lot of things, but A part is very simple. In A part what they are asking us? Velocity of the follower. See the word, in A part what they are asking us? Velocity. What they are asking us? Velocity. Okay, first of all I am writing target. Velocity for what? Velocity of the follower. Okay, see here everything our discussion is with follower. Follower is following simple harmonic motion. So velocity of the follower when 8 mm from the end, when 8 mm from the end of its upward travel, means from end, it may be from top end or bottom end, because here we need only velocity. And we discuss in our theory, when our distance from fixed point is same, then velocity is also same, means whether it is above the fixed point or whether it is below the fixed point. If distance is same, then velocity is same. We can take it from top end 8 mm or from the bottom end, so no problem. So here I am taking, here what they are asking us, velocity of the follower when 8 mm from the end of its upward travel. So try to see the drawing here. So first of all I am going to draw our favorite drawing, that line diagram. Okay, 1 minute, I am going to make more space. So here I am going to draw our favorite drawing. Try to observe the scenario. This is what our top end, this is what bottom end. Try to observe the things here. Then this distance from here to here, this distance will become what this distance will become, from bottom end to top end, this distance will become what? Travel. Okay, how much value of travel? It is given in the question, 60 mm. Then here exactly in between will be what? Our fixed point. Exactly in between fixed point. Then this distance of fixed point will be what? What will be that point distance? We will say this distance will be what? We will say r. This distance is also r. R stand for amplitude of acceleration. Its value is what? 30 mm, 0.03 meter. Then next point will be what? Our location of follower. It is 8 mm from the end. We can take 8 mm from the top end also. We can take 8 mm from the bottom end. At the end we need a position of x, means we need a value of x. What we need? We need the value of x. Try to see the scenario here. So suppose I am showing it from the bottom end. Here our location of point P. So this distance is what here I am considering, 8 mm. See, in this word exact position is not clear, whether it is above or below the fixed point. But at the end what we need? At the end what we need? We need the value of x, because we need the value of velocity. And velocity means what? Omega under root of square root of r square minus x square. Try to see the scenario. So at the end we need the value of x. And x, if you consider point P, whether here, means if you consider 8 mm from this location, no problem. At the end we will get the value of x. X will become what? What will be the value of x? Whether we consider from here or here, x will be same distance, means r minus 8 mm. Try to see the scenario here. So here, so we can take point P, where that is our point of interest. Where is the position of the follower? It is from 8 mm from the end. They not mentioned from the top end or bottom end. We can take any from anywhere, from top end also, and we can take bottom end also. So no problem. Whatever you feel, means whatever the English of the words you understand, you can take. If you feel, sir, it is not okay, you can take it from here. At the end we will get this same value. And here we, for the velocity, we don't need a direction. For the acceleration, then it is very critical. Whether it is above the fixed point or below the fixed point, for the acceleration it is very, very important. But in case of velocity, we don't need a direction. Where it is exactly, we just need its value. For acceleration, we need a value of acceleration also, and we need the direction of acceleration also, because for the force sign convention in the Newton's second law of motion. So in that case, position of our point P or point of interest, where it is follower, exactly where it is, we should know that position exactly where it is, above the fixed point or below the fixed point. Here it is not like that. For the velocity, we just need the value of x. So if you consider point P from here or from here, this x distance will be same. Means if you assume this point P is here, just we assume. So this distance is suppose 8 mm. So this will become x. And for this x is what? R minus 8. Or if you consider this as a x, again this is what? R minus 8. So at the end velocity will remain same. So not changing. Means we discuss also in our theory, if our distance from fixed point either side is the same, then velocity of both the points is the same. Means velocity at this point or this point is the same. We studied these things in our theory. So here I am assuming bottommost position. You can consider topmost position also, no problem. Answer is the same. You will not get it. No marks deduction in marks. So now, so here what we need the value of x for getting velocity. And how to get the value of x? Try to see the scenario here. How to get the value of x? So x is equal to what? R minus 8 mm. X is equal to what? R minus 8 mm. 8 mm is what? How much meter? 0 point. Okay, check it out. Mm is any 0.08 meter. So x, because everything here in SI units, in mechanics, R is what? 0.03 meter minus 0.008 meter. So x will become what? See the scenario here, 0.022 meter. So velocity will become what? Omega 31.416. Check it out. If any doubt, let me know. 31.416 square root of R is how much? 0.03 square minus 0.022 square. Try to see the scenario here. So in this way we will get the value of velocity, and velocity will be equal to what? Velocity will be equal to what? 31.416 square root of 0.03 square minus 0.022 square. 1 minute. 22 square. So how much value of velocity we are getting? 0.6407 meter per second. Okay. 0. Everyone try to see the scenario here. So in this way we will get the value, we got the value of velocity. So now how we are going to write down? First of all these things, then A part target, then this drawing, and then this one. Okay. First of all this one, then this one, and then this one. Please everyone complete all these things. Now what is our target in B part? B part we have to find out maximum force between the follower and the cam. Try to see the scenario here. What is our target in B part? What we have to find out? Maximum. Okay, instead of here I am going to write down here. So in B part, what is our target? We have to find out maximum force between the cam and follower. Try to see the scenario, very simple discussion. So maximum force between the follower and the cam. Try to see the wording here. Now here I am going to, before going further, I am going to show two position of the follower. One position is topmost position, another position is bottommost position, and I am going to show you that two position. So here first of all I am going to show you topmost position. So here this is what, suppose this is what a cam, just a circular cam we studied in the previous question. So this is what our circular cam, this is what our center, and this is what a center of rotation. Just imagine that this is what a center of rotation. So this is what a follower. Try to see the same scenario, very simple discussion. Then this is the topmost position. This position is what? Topmost position of the follower. Then I am going to show you another position. This another position is what? Bottommost position of the follower. For the bottommost position, what will happen? In previous question, this rotated by 180 degree, we studied in the previous question. So this is what our, just imagine this is a circular cam. Okay, my circle is not proper. So this is what our circular cam. Try to see the point here. So here what will happen? What is happening? So this is what a center of rotation, it is a fixed one, and our center will goes down. So this is what a center, and this position is what? This position of the follower will become what? This position will become what? Bottommost position. This position will become what? Bottommost position. So top position, and this position will become what? bottommost position. Try to see the scenario here. So now I'm going to separate this one. Out of these two, in one position we have a maximum force between the follower and the cam. Okay. Now, how much mass they have given us of the follower? In the question, they have given us a mass. Mass is what? We have written this in given things. 4 kg mass is given. If the mass is 4 kg, so weight is what? 4g. So here weight is what? 4g. G means what? Acceleration due to gravity. Don't consider G means gram. Huh? G means 4 multiplied by acceleration. 4 kg mass multiplied by G means 4 into 9.81. We will get the value of weight. Weight is in Newton. Okay, 4g. So here, and the force will be what we will consider? Force here. Force is what? Force between these. So here, this cam will apply force F1 on the follower. Just we assume this force as a F1. Okay, it may be maximum, may not be maximum, we don't know. But out of these two situations, one is topmost situation, another one is bottommost situation. Out of these two situations, in one situation, our force is the maximum. So if we compare these two situations, out of these two situations, one situation is the maximum force situation. So here this is topmost situation. So this is what a force F1. When our position is what? Topmost. Try to see the scenario here. What will be the direction of acceleration? What will be the direction of acceleration for the topmost position? What will be the direction of acceleration? Try to see the scenario here. This is what a topmost point. And this is what a bottommost point. And this is what a fixed point. And we discuss direction, acceleration always directed towards what? Fixed point. So when our position of our follower is at this location, where will be the direction of acceleration? Acceleration will be what? In which direction? Acceleration is what? A downward. And for topmost position, A is equal to what? For topmost position, A is equal to what? A is equal to what? A max. A is equal to what? A is equal to A max for the topmost or bottommost position. So for this topmost position, A is equal to A max. Try to see the scenario here. So this is what the value of F max we got it. No, sorry, we didn't get value of F max. Okay, we are going to do further calculation. So here we are going to apply by Newton's second law of motion. Try to see the scenario here. By Newton's second law of motion. Okay, 1 minute, I am going to save some space. So by Newton's second law of what? Motion, our most favorite thing in mechanics. Newton's second law of motion. What is Newton's second law of motion? Summation of force is equal to what? Yummy. Now here forces in the direction of acceleration we consider as positive, and here acceleration direction is downward for this scenario, for this topmost position. Why acceleration is downward? Because our position is topmost and acceleration always directed towards what? Towards fixed point. So try to see the scenario. So here this 4g is in the direction of acceleration, so positive 4g. Try to see the scenario here. 4g minus what? F1 upward opposite to the is equal to what? 4. Acceleration is what here? A max. 4 into A max. So F1 will become what? 4g minus 4A max. Try to see the scenario here. We will say it is equation 1. Now we will come to this one, bottommost position. For the bottommost position, value of the weight is what? Same. Follower is not changing. So weight will be the same. So weight is what? 4g. The force is what? We will consider this force is what here? This force is what? Here we will assume this force has a F2. Force between the follower and cam. So this cam applying force F2 on this follower. Try to see the scenario here. Now again by Newton's second law of motion, our most favorite thing. And now before applying Newton's second law of motion, what will be the direction of acceleration? What will be the direction of acceleration here? See, our position is what? Bottommost. Fixed point is above. So directed towards fixed point. So here direction of acceleration will be what? Direction of acceleration is what? Upward. So A is equal to what? Upward, and A is equal to what? A max. Why A is equal to A max? Because bottommost point, for the bottommost point and lower point, acceleration will become maximum acceleration. We studied these things in our theory. So now we are going to apply again by Newton's second law of what? Newton's second law of motion. What is Newton's second law of motion? Summation of force is equal to what? Ma. Forces in the direction of acceleration we will consider positive, and opposite forces what we will consider negative. So what is the forces in the direction of acceleration? Here is what, which force is in the direction of acceleration? F2. So F2 minus 4g. F2 minus 4g, 4g is in opposite direction, is equal to what? 4 into a max. So please everyone do the calculation with me further. So F2 is equal to what? 4g plus 4a max, and we will say equation number 2. Now equate these two equations. Now sorry, not equating, compare these two equations. So here F1 means what? 4g minus 4a max. Minus 4a max. Minus means was reducing the value. Here F2 means what? 4g plus 4a max. So out of these two equations, which value will be maximum, F1 or F2? Try to see this here. Here only logic, mathematical logics. Here minus means lesser value. Here plus 4a max. 4g plus 4a max. So what will be the scenario? What will be the maximum value of force here? Maximum value of force from equation 1 and 2, what we can say? From equation 1 and 2, what we can say? F max will become what? F2, and F2 is equal to what? 4g plus 4a max. Try to see the scenario here, very simple discussion. So F max will become what? 4g plus 4 into a max means what we studied? A max means what? Omega square r. A max means what? What is meant by a max? A max means what we studied? Omega square r. Okay, so I am writing for our reference. So F max will become what? What will be the F max? 4 into g means what? 9.81. 4 into omega is what? How much omega? We calculated in the start of the question. How much omega we calculated? 31.416 square. R is what? 0.03. Leave by 2. Amplitude of SHM. So F max. Okay, everyone please do the calculation with me. Okay, I am making point properly so that it must be visible. Okay, so everyone please do the calculation with me. 4 into, everyone please, 4 into 9.81, 4 into 9.81 plus 4 into 31.416 square multiplied by 0.03, 4 into 9.81, 4 into 31.416 multiplied by 0.03. So how much value we are getting? 157.6758 Newton. Okay, any doubt in this discussion? Try to see the scenario here. Very simple discussion and very important discussion. So here we are comparing two cases. From topmost case means topmost position of the follower and bottommost position of the follower. And on comparing those two cases we got. So before going further, what we have to do? First of all, give the heading F max. Then try to draw this both the diagrams side by side. This diagram must be side by side because top position, bottommost position. These two diagrams must be side by side. Then this calculation for the what? Top position. Then this calculation for bottommost position. We got equation 1 and equation 2. From equation 1 and 2, on comparing equation 1 and 2, we got F max. F max means what? Our F2, because here plus. And then from that we got the value of F max after doing all this calculation. And remember, A max means what? Omega square r. So I am going to make it in box. So this is what our target of B part. Now first of all target, then draw these two drawings side by side. Below this drawing this calculation, below this drawing this side. Means same way you have to write down. So first of all these things on this board and then these things. Okay, remember you have to write down these things, this and these things side by side. This for topmost position, I make it is topmost position, and this is what a bottommost position. These two things must be side by side. All these things and all these things, these two things must be side by side of your page. Okay, so everyone, first of all this, first of all heading, then these two things side by side, and then this one. Please everyone complete this point. Now what is our target in C part? C part we have to find out time taken for the follower to move from a 15 mm before the mid travel to the end of its travel. Okay, so in C part we have to find out what we have to find out. We have to find out time. Okay, try to see the scenario here. What we have to find out? We have to find out time. So now what is the scenario here? How will be the discussion here? So now first of all I am going to draw the drawing or line diagram drawing. This drawing is very, very important to us. This position is what? Our top end. This position will be what? Bottom end. This position will be what? This position is what? Our mid travel or fixed point. What we will say? Mid travel or fixed point. See, this total distance means what? From this point to this point, this total distance will be what? From this point to this point, this total distance from bottom end to top end, total distance will be what? Our travel. Okay, we discussed these things in our A part. So here 15 mm before the mid travel. Okay, so this position will be what? Our mid travel. 15 mm. For what time we have to calculate? The time taken for the follower to move from 15 mm before the mid travel. Okay, before the mid travel. Okay, before the mid travel means what? This location is what? Mid travel. So 15 mm before. Try to see the point here. Huh? So 15 mm before. So this distance will be what? This distance will be what? 15 mm before the mid travel. So this distance will become what? 15 mm before the mid travel. So here from this point our follower is starting. Means for what time we have to calculate? For what time we have to calculate? 15 mm before the mid travel. So see the point here. Huh? The time taken for the follower to move from 15 mm before the mid travel, from a point 15 mm before the mid travel to the end of its travel. Means from this point to the end of travel. Okay, 15 mm before means from this location to this location. Okay, so here see the wording, see the English. 15 mm before the end of travel means time for what? Means our follower is starting from this location to going to this location to the end location. So for that purpose we have to find out time. Means 15 mm before the mid travel. So this position is what? Our mid travel position. So 15 mm before the mid travel and going to the end. Okay, before. So see the wording. Otherwise you may say, sir, from here to here. No, 15 mm before they are saying 15 mm before the mid travel to the end. So means from this location to this location our follower is going. Try to see the scenario here. Now for that purpose what we are going to do? We have to find out time. And to get the time, what we are going to do? We are going to draw a reference circle. This is very, very important question. To get the time, this question is little bit tricky. We are going to draw a reference circle. Try to see the scenario. If you remember our reference circle. So this is what our reference circle. Consider this is a circle. Huh? Okay. So we are going to draw what? We are going to draw a reference circle. Now why we have drawn the reference circle? When our follower going from this location, suppose this location is what? We will say this point as a point P. Then corresponding point on this circle will be what? Corresponding point on this circle will become what? Our point Q, if you remember our discussion. So when our follower moving from this location to this location means 15 mm before the mid travel to the top end, from this location 15 mm before mid travel to the end, then this point Q will do what? What this Q will do? Q will follow this circle. Means this arc of the circle means this point Q will go from where? It go from this point to this point. When our follower goes from here to here, 15 mm before the mid travel to the end of travel. So when point P go from here to here, point Q goes from here to here. So whatever the time required for the point P from this distance to this distance, the same time required by the point Q when it goes from this point to this point. So here, so when point Q goes from this point to this point, what will be the angle covered by the point Q? How much angle covered by the point Q? We will assume this angle as a theta. What we will assume? This angle as a theta. Try to see the scenario here. So whatever the time required by this point Q to cover this angle theta, the same time required by the point P when going from this point to this point, because they are moving together. Try to see the scenario here. In our theory of this chapter, we studied reference circle. This circle, what we will call it as a? This circle is what? Our reference circle. We studied this one, this reference circle. Try to see the scenario here. So here, if we need, means whatever the, see, follower is moving from what? Follower is going from point P to top end. And the same point Q go, same. Whatever the time required by the point follower when going from this point to this point, same time required by the point Q to cover this angle theta, means point Q going from this point to this point. Are you getting my point? Try to see this, try to see the scenario here. Try to understand the scenario. Whatever the time required by the follower going from time, whatever the time required by the follower when it is going from point P to top end, or we can say whatever the time required by point P going from this point to this point, top end position to the end position, the same point, same time is required by the point Q when it is going from this location to this location, and where it is going from this location to this location. How much angle here covered? Angle theta is covered with respect to center. So whatever the time required for this point P when going from this point to this point, same time is required by the point Q, because they are moving together. They are replicate to each other. We studied these things in our theory of this chapter. If you remember our this discussion, see, till now we have not used that reference circle. The reference circle, I have given you, let point Q moving in a circle with a constant angular velocity. So this point Q moving in a constant angular velocity, omega. Then we consider a point P. What we consider? We consider a point P be the projection of point Q. Here point P follows a simple harmonic motion of point P. If you remember discussion. But till now we have not used that relation. We have not used that discussion. But still we studied. So always remember. So whatever the things given in the theory, it may be useful in future. So always be perfect with the theory. Try to see the scenario here. So this is what when point Q goes from here to here, point whatever the angle covered by the point Q theta, whatever the time required by the point Q from this to this, same time required by the point P. And how much angle covered by the point Q? See, don't get confused with the point Q and theta. For few people, theta, Q, phi, same thing. So don't get confused with Q, theta and phi. So here, so if you calculate the time for point Q for covering angle theta, same time will be for the point P. Same time for the point P when it is going from 15 mm travel to the end travel. So we also know omega is equal to what? Theta by T. Omega is equal to what? Theta by T. Omega is equal to what? Theta by T. Okay, we know, we studied these things, omega is equal to theta by T in our rotational motion chapter, and in this chapter also I have given this relation, omega is equal to theta by T. So time is equal to what? Theta by omega. So if we calculate this omega, if we calculate this theta, from this theta by omega will become what? Theta by omega will become what? Time. And remember, in this relation, this theta must be in radian. Always remember, in this relation, theta must be in radian. Always remember. And we also should know how to convert degree to radian and radian to degree. Okay. So we have here theta. We should know this theta in radian. So if you want to find out, so whatever the angle, I am explaining you once again. I am trying to explain these things lot of times, because these things is little bit difficult to understand. So whatever the time required by the point P, means going from here to here, same time is required by the point Q when going from here to here. So here we are calculating time for point Q. So whatever the time of point Q, same will be the time of point P when it is going from here to here. But our target is what? We have to calculate this time. Same time is for point Q. Try to see the scenario. So here, to get the value of time, we need the value of theta, and for this theta we are first of all going to calculate here theta 1. What we are going to calculate here, we will assume theta 1. So now first of all we are going to calculate theta 1. So this is what? This point will be what? What is this point? What this point will be what? Okay, 1 minute. What will be this point? Will become what? Our mid travel. Okay, this point will be what? Mid travel or fixed point. And see, from this point to this point, this is what? Our radius of circle. This radius of circle will become what? Our amplitude of SHM R. See, this is from this mid travel or center point of this circle and this point. This is what? Our R amplitude. So same distance will be here R. Try to see the scenario. So here this radius of this circle is what? Our R. R stands for amplitude of SHM. Its value is what in this question? 0.03 meter. Try to see the scenario. Or something else. Let me check. Either 0.03 meter. Yes, 0.03 meter value of R. So first of all, we are going to find out theta 1. From theta 1, we are going to calculate theta. Try to see the scenario. Very simple discussion. Not that much difficult discussion. So this with respect to theta 1, R is what? Hypotenuse. 15 mm is what? 15 mm is what? Adjacent. Relation between adjacent and hypotenuse is what? Cos. So cos theta 1 will be equal to what? Cos theta 1 will be equal to what? 15 mm by 30 mm. So 15 by 30 will become what? 0.5 meter. Try to see the scenario. Not meter, only 0.5 meter. Sorry, only 0.5, not meter. So theta 1 will become what? Cos inverse of what? 0.5. If you do the calculation, we will get value of theta 1 will be equal to 60 degree. Okay, it is a standard value 60 degree. Then theta will become what? Try to see the scenario. Theta will become what? 180. Try to see. This theta and theta 1 must be equal to what? 180 degree. So see, this theta plus theta 1 must be equal to what? 180 degree. Must be equal to what? 180 degree. So theta will become what? 180 minus theta 1. So 180 minus 60. So theta will become what? 120 degree. Try to see the scenario. Very simple discussion. So theta is what? 120. And we need theta in radian. We need theta in what? We need theta in radian. So how to convert degree to radian? We have to multiply it by pi by 180. So theta is equal to what? 120. Okay, everyone please do this calculation. Everyone please do the calculation. 120 into pi divided by what? 180. How much value we are getting? 2.0944 radian. So try to see the scenario here. And then we are going to calculate what? Time. So t is equal to what? Time is equal to what? Theta by what? Omega. Try to see the scenario here. Very simple discussion. So theta is what? 2.0944. And how much will be the value of omega, everyone? How much will be the value of omega? We calculated earlier in the start of this question. 31.416. So time will be equal to what? What will be the value of time? 2.0944 divided by what? 31.416. And how much value we are getting? Time 0.066. Lot of 6 are there. 0.0667. I am making 7. Okay. So in this way we got the value for the time. Okay. Very simple discussion. Not that much difficult discussion. So this conversion, degree to radian and radian to degree, this conversion, we converted degree to radian here. Okay, 1 minute. I am going to write it properly. So this discussion, this conversion, okay, this discussion is very important to us. Okay. So at the end of this question, I will give you one note. Okay. So please everyone complete this point. Now we are going to see how to convert degree to radian and radian to degree. Okay, relation between, instead of note, what we will say, relation between degree and radian. Try to see the scenario, degree and what? Radian. Okay, now always remember one important point. 1 radian means, sorry, not 1 radian, pi radian means 180 degree. Okay, always remember this point. Pi radian means what? Pi radian. Pi radian means what? 180 degree. Okay, if you memorize this thing, then all things are very, very simple. Everything is depend on this. Okay, so from here, what we can say? 1 radian will be equal to what? 1 radian will be equal to what? 180 by pi degree. And then 1 degree will be equal to what? 1 degree will be equal to what? Pi by 180 radian. Okay, so 1 radian means what? 180 by pi. And 1 degree means what? Pi by 180. Pi by 180 radian. Okay, so 1 radian means what? 1 radian means we divide this side. So 1 radian means 180 by pi degree. And 1 degree means what? Pi by 180 radian. Again, these things are very, very important to us. So now everything is depend on this relation. Okay, now I am going to take 2 examples side by side. Conversion from degree to radian. So example 1, very simple example. Try to see the scenario here. Very simple example. Suppose we have an angle 0.3 degree. Okay, and we have to convert this 0.3 degree into radian. What we have to convert? We have to convert 0.3 degree into radian. How to convert 0.3 degree into radian? Very simple. So degree to radian means we have a 1 degree. 1 degree means what? Pi by 180 radian. So 0.3. If you multiply this 0.3 by pi by 180, if you multiply this 0.3 by what? Pi by 180. Try to see the scenario here. If you multiply 0.5 by 180, we will get this degree into what? Radian. So for getting degree to radian, we have to multiply it by what? Pi by 180. And how we got pi by 180? So 1 degree means what? 1 degree means what? Pi by 180. We divide this on this side. Very simple discussion. Okay, so please do the calculation. For 0.3 degree. So 0.3 multiplied by what? Pi divided by what? 0.3 multiplied by pi divided by 180. How much value we are getting? 5.236 radian. Sorry, into 10 raised to the power minus 3 radian. Very simple discussion. So in this way we got degree to radian and radian to degree. So, and in this example, degree to radian. Now in next example, example 2, I am going to convert. So radian to degree, how to convert radian to degree? Suppose we have value 0.0056 radian. Okay, this much value we have, and we have to convert into degree. How to convert that into degree? So we have 1 radian. 1 radian means what? 180 by pi. So we are going to use this one. So 0.0056. This is a point here. Point, make it points properly so that it must be visible to you guys. So into what? 180 by pi. So everyone do the calculation and we will get 0.056 radian is equal to how much degree? Okay, so please everyone, 0.0056 into 180 divided by what? Pi. How much value we are getting? 0.3208 degree. Okay, so in this way we can do degree to radian and radian to degree. Very simple discussion, nothing much here. Okay, please everyone write down these things. Okay, first of all this one and then this one. Everyone please